From the outside, MediaCity was all clean lines, glass buildings, calm water, and people wearing lanyards, walking like the future was already in their calendars. But inside the outsourced moderation office, the air was stale, the lighting was cruel, and the job was to stare at humanity until it stopped looking human. The man who would become the wipe was paid to remove things. Not from the world, just from feeds, from search results, from the places where attention gathered and turned cruelty into a spectator sport. The work came with scripts, wellness posters, and a break room that smelled of microwaved pasta and quiet dread. On the night the fracture hit, every screen in the office flashed two versions of the same dashboard, two timelines, two histories, reports duplicated and contradicted each other. A senior handler called it a sync issue until the building's internet dropped and then returned, with the wrong time on every single device. A case landed in the queue, a teenager being targeted across multiple platforms. Private images shared, names posted, addresses hinted at in the comments. The usual tools should have slowed it down, but nothing was moving fast enough. The queue just kept filling. The wipe focused hard on a single instruction: remove the account spreading the abuse. The cursor didn't click. It didn't need to. The account simply vanished. Then the platform's interface stuttered. The logo in the corner warped, as if the brand itself had just been edited. A second later, the entire platform was gone from every screen. Not loading, not down. Gone. Staff stared at empty browser tabs like teeth pulled from a mouth. Phones in pockets began vibrating with error messages. Chat threads broke into static. A manager tried opening a corporate status page and found nothing but a generic search result that didn't even recognize the name. The office didn't celebrate. It panicked. The wipe went home through the sulfured rain with the strange calm of someone who had stopped a fire by deleting the building. The next morning, the world behaved as if that platform had never existed. No trending grief, no angry think pieces, no remember when. A billboard that used to advertise it was now promoting a delivery app, perfectly printed, perfectly normal. Only one thing remained, the memory inside the wipe's head, sharp and lonely, a secret that couldn't be shared without sounding insane. The power didn't stay limited to platforms. A week later, on a tram, a man laughed at his phone screen and made a comment about a woman loud enough for strangers to enjoy. The woman's face tightened with a familiar humiliation. The wipe watched the man pull up a profile, scrolling, smirking, enjoying the feeling of judgment with an audience behind him. A small gesture followed, as casual as wiping condensation from glass. The man's phone froze. Apps blinked out. The account disappeared, then the backup account, then the email attached to it. Cloud photos failed to load. The man tried logging into his banking app and got user not found. The smirk cracked into confusion, then fear. The wipe called it consequence. The wipe called it safety. And it became addictive because it worked. A landlord in Ordsel threatened an eviction by text, using the tenant's shame as leverage. The landlord's property listings vanished. The letting portal account vanished. Inquiries collapsed into errors. Consequences arrived anyway, just not cleanly. A woman in a job center queue couldn't show proof of identity. A man couldn't access his NHS appointment texts. A teenager lost years of photos and cried for a person who hadn't died, only disappear from the record. Greater Manchester police noticed patterns that didn't fit ordinary cybercrime. Complaints poured in about accounts being wiped with no login trails or malware. A contractor arrived inside the paperwork a day later. Cromwell Applied Systems, attached as an incident partner. The first approach happened in a coffee shop. A person from Cromwell sat down, offering structured work, legal cover, and targets chosen for public safety. They promised a moral frame and a salary. The wipe heard it as ownership disguised as purpose. Refusal happened politely. The Crownwell person nodded, placed a phone on the table showing a news draft. Moderation contractor linked to digital identity collapses. Accept structure or become the story. That night, the wipe targeted Crownwell's internal comms platform. One gesture, the platform vanished. But the victory lasted only hours. Crownwell adapted. Paper procedures appeared. A new platform rolled out as if it had always been there. The wipe realized then what deletion couldn't solve. Institutions didn't need memory to keep moving. Individuals did. The power that removed harm also removed proof, removed history, removed the soft human trail that kept people connected. Somewhere in Manchester, a person tried to remember an argument that never happened online, a photo that no longer existed. The absence became a new kind of injury, not pain, but isolation. A world that relied on digital memory could be ruled by whoever controlled forgetting. What happens when the weapon of deletion is turned against the people who want to control it? Watch the next episode to find out. Like this video and subscribe so you don't miss what happens when the next icon disappears.